Welcome to the recipe. I am your host, Red, and today I'm going to be doing a live analysis of the most recent Metroid Prime 4 Beyond trailer. But before we get to that, well, we got to go back to this trailer, the original, because I truly do believe that this trailer, now 100%, I always thought, I even said it in my original analysis of this trailer, that this is the opening of the game. But yeah, this is the opening of the game. Samus got her distress signal. Like, we need help, Samus. We're being infiltrated by the space pirates. We're trying to protect this, super important artifact that we've been running tests on now for a long time. Please come save us. Basically, it'll probably be in a lot less words than that. But I think basically that's the gist. The Federation Force sent out SOS. Samus arrives here. Everything's already going down. The space pirates and Silex are trying to get to the artifact. The artifact that we see Federation scientists right here, right now, they're going to be trying to rush away. See, but they broke in. They're still chasing them, right? So you're fighting these pirates all over, this area, this planet. I don't know if it's one specific base on its planet, but you're fighting them, right? And Silex breaks in. You think you're about to have this epic fight with Silex right here, right? And you see the face off. It's super epic. But this is where we got to stop at, because I think Silex literally just goes to the left or to the right and continues going after the artifact. Doesn't stop for Samus, even though, yeah, Samus is, Silex's main op, and along with the Federation is like, yeah, you know what? I'm going after the artifact. It's more important, because with that, I can take out, two birds with basically one stone, and the artifact being that stone. And that brings me basically to what I believe is the next shot after what we're seeing right here. All right, so they look at each other. Silex is going to peel off. Another Metroid is going to fly in, because, you got two Metroids. Why wouldn't you have 3, 4, 5, a whole army of Metroids? If you got one Metroid, you can mock up a bunch more, right? So this Metroid breaks into this area, right? Well, it's already broken. You can see it's all destroyed. The way Silex just broke through, you know what I mean? So this Metroid flies in, right into an enemy, right? That I believe to be a space pirate, right? And the space pirate, when it gets basically, infused with this Metroid, is gonna probably grow into like this, bigger, meaner, like Omega, pirate or something like that, something along those lines. And that's what we see here. So Samus has to fight now. You got to fight this enemy, beat him, in time to get back to, what the actual goal of this whole damn thing is, and that's to not let them take the artifact, right? So back to it. Here we go, back to it. So yeah, that's it. This is where it ends. That's how it ends, I feel. And Samus is gonna lose her abilities, and then she's probably I don't know if she's gonna lose the ability against the infused pirate, but I think Samus is gonna lose her abilities right next to this artifact. Yes, the artifact that you see right there behind the Metroid Prime 4 logo. Hold on, let's make it Beyond. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, there you go. All right, Beyond logo, right? So Silex is probably like, yeah, I got it. But I think that this thing is literally going to choose. Like, this thing is alive in some shape or form, and is going to purposefully choose Samus. And that's why Samus looks the way she does in the key art, with the, diamond, psychic, crystal, in the middle of her head, obviously the ability in her hand. And I think that's what happens. And then it forcefully warps her to the, planet where we are in the new trailer, which we're about to get to right now. But also keep in mind that right here, and I said this in my analysis previously, and I'll try to, post a more zoomed in picture real quick. But she's purple already there. Like in the key art, she already has her psychic abilities here, for a fact. She just got here to the planet after being, forced, like it says in the trailer. So that's what I believe happens in the opening of the game. So I don't know if Silex, like she gets into a little scrap with Silex, loses her ability, or she loses her ability from the fight with the pirate. But clearly, the artifact, I feel Samus is going to get it. The pirates do not succeed, and I think it's going to be a thing where Silex is going to be doing what Silex does, which is chasing Samus around, trying to still get that ability. For what reason? I don't know, but it's what I believe is going to be the actual case, with this game. So yeah, back at it. So then the trailer ends. You get to the planet, right? And I don't want to say the name of the planet until the planet, until it pops up in your view. Let's just say that, So it's about to pop up, right? We're done. 2025. Any worries about the game being delayed to 2026? We don't need to worry because we got the confirmation at the end of this trailer that the game is still coming in 2025. And I think we don't got a release date. Well, because of April 2nd. We got to wait for the Switch too, to see about a potential Metroid Prime 4 Beyond enhanced version. So yeah, this is the planet, as you can see, right? Throw it back a little bit. We arrived. This is just another angle from Samus' perspective when she came in, right? And when she arrived, let's just be clear. Let's throw it back a little bit real quick. I don't mean to bring you back to this trailer. I know y'all want to get to the new one. Look at the light. She came through the light. The same light that you're going to see her come in the upcoming trailer, but it's not the same place. And the reason why I say it's not the same place, because you can see clearly this area where she comes from. Let me look at the tree. Yeah, that's more... That's like literally a wall down there. And where we appear in the new trailer, let's get to it. I'm trying not to go back to trailer 1 no more. So she comes out right here looking all beautiful. Clearly, I feel like they've been trying to work with this artifact. And I think this artifact is tied to this planet. And maybe they were sending Federation soldiers in and ships and stuff. And maybe it was pulling them in. And it's like you have to be chosen more than likely to come here, and I think people will come here and being trapped here, and that's why you see ships like that. So yeah, you can see this is her appearing, and I think this will be like a hub world. Like you'll go to other places and then warp back to this place, and this planet is probably trapped between time and space, So yeah, you arrive here, you got a giant tree, planet Vuros, and yeah, I think this is going to be like your Talon overworld. So you'll always come back here. You'll get deeper into this planet, learn more about it. And yeah, these creatures here, you're going to see one that's, you're going to see multiple that are alive, I feel. And then you're going to see one of actual these from this actual era that this statue was sculpted out of in spirit form, like you did the Luminous in Prime 2. So right here, you see some scanning action happening, cannon blasting through walls. I want to mention something real quick. If you look closely, when she blasts through this wall, you look past it at that area where it's like, oh yeah, that looks like another door over there. But if you look at this tree in the middle, it looks like you can go through it because it's sparkling, almost like an entrance. I don't know if you noticed that right there, but it's definitely sparkling. Watch when you break through that main tree right to your left. It's sparkling. Almost like there's an entrance right there, like another, I don't know, maybe you go up, down, or something like that. But yeah, these creatures, I feel, are the creatures of this planet. And yeah, they give me vibes of the creatures from Brio. I said that in the live reaction yesterday. They got the farms and everything, but now it looks like they just got dreads versus they were, bald in the Prime 3. But right here, real quick, they showed you a bunch of different enemies, right? Enemy types. And what I like is just the animation, the amount of detail. Like, look at that fate. So crazy the way it opens up. Every time I see an enemy do something like that, I just think of Blade 2, the vampires and that. But yeah, super cool, right? So clearly this planet has probably been left like this in this limbo state, stuck between time and space. So the creatures here, I don't think it's like they're super smart anymore. I think they were at a time, and now they're just more, they're just one with nature, more animalistic and all of that. So this right here, I do not think this is her getting her first the first time her getting a psychic ability. I think this is an upgrade to a psychic ability, to the hand and everything. So That's what I think this is. Not the first time. This is you traversing. And as you can see, everything looks organic. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Everything looks kind of, vagina shaped here. Speaking of this right here, look at that. Down to the purple top of this door right here looks literally like a clitoris. I'm just saying it's the truth, and that's something that goes back to, you know, the beginnings of Metroid, like the Giger inspiration from Alien and stuff like that. That he did a lot of organic stuff that was shaped like vaginas, penises, breasts, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're thinking like, oh yeah, like that, I'm looking too much into it. Absolutely not. Like, look at the way this thing opens, bro. You can't tell me that that's not literally that. Like, it's 100%. It looks literally like the lips moving apart, and then it reveals everything. I mean, to the T. I stopped it. I said, yeah, I posted that section to my girl. I said, what does this look like to you? She said, oh, vagina. I was like, all right, cool. Because I'm gonna put that in my, in my analysis, and I don't want to come off like I'm crazy. Like, that's literally what it is. And again, Giga did that all the time with his alien, textures, art, and stuff like that. And here we are. We are now at the actual creatures that we're fighting in this gameplay, but this is the one that probably, chose, well, not chose you, but knows that you're chosen because it senses, the artifacts powers inside of you. It's super cool. Like those ships right there go back to this. I love the mossy overgrown on the walls there. That looks incredible. This camera shot right here is amazing. You seeing your psychic abilities. And this right here looks like after you defeated the boss that you see in this trailer, or the boss is about to appear. Yeah, that looked like a Federation ship. You can't tell me that don't look like Federation force. They sent some in here and they got trapped in here. It wouldn't be the first time we see, a bunch of corpses of Federation soldiers. We've seen that in Prom 2, and then we fought them as zombies. I don't know if something like that'll happen here. They probably don't want to do that again, but yeah, I think they definitely were trying to study this place and just couldn't probably get, like, I think once you sent something in, they couldn't send something back. And I think Sam is, because she has the ability, she's going to be able to come in here and come out. Now, maybe there might be some living, Federation soldiers here that you might have to save, as you get deeper into, Vuros and all that. And yeah, that'll be awesome, you know. So here you go. You get that epic, looking like a damn Halo elite and all that, which is, Halo characters are inspired by Metroid, Metroid by them, vice versa, which is awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go back through. There's a lot more. Don't worry. But we get to the end here, and it was just Retro Studios being like, "Yo, we know you such a big fan, Rad, so we gave Samus the perfect suit just for you." In all honesty, though, this right here looks so much. This room, you cannot tell me that this room isn't inspired by Man of Steel, Superman, where he gets his suit. The Kryptonian ship and all that. It looks literally like it, down to the two hallways on the side, which is awesome. It's a beautiful style, but it also looks very Giger-like, very alien, right? But then Samus gets her suit, and it's revealed. Beautiful red suit. Whatever this suit upgrade will be, I think will be tied to her abilities, to whether it's a time limit on her psychic abilities, or you know being able to traverse only at these certain points. With the lights, maybe now she'll be able to just warp to different time periods, and whenever she wants with this suit. I think this will be something that just makes the game more open to you. So like the light suit, when you got that, Dark World, what? Now I'm running through it. No more worrying about being in light bubbles because you were safe. You were protected. That's what the light suit did. This suit does resemble the light suit too. Let's be honest here. While it's not all white like the light suit, well, the light suit was white and gold. You got red. You got your psychic purple in there, which I think is going to be there for all her upgrades, right? I don't think that purple streak on the suit is going to change really. The style might change, but I think the purple is always going to be there to signify the psychic ability, like you see in the key art. But to be clear, like she has the three, light dots on her chest. They're smaller here and they protrude more, but it's very much similar to the light suit in Metroid Prime, 2. So yeah, I want to focus real quick on a few things that I didn't. I will say this real quick: textures and everything. I feel like this is the low res version of a game that already has a version that's out there with higher res textures. No different from when you seen Doom Eternal running on a Switch versus running on something like a Series X, for example, or PC. It's clearly a bump up in visuals. And I think that's going to be the case come April 2nd. We're going to see this game be Nintendo Switch 2 enhanced. So, yeah, look, right here, if you look, you can see that everything has the same crystal that Samus has on her head. When she interacts with this thing, look, the crystal is what lights up. This is not, this is like, be clear, they're tricking you to think like, oh, she was just scanning, and no, she's literally using her psychic ability. Bam. She puts her hand out, then she puts her hand back to her face, right? And then it scans, which is interesting because let's go back real quick to the original trailer. Doesn't she scan this dude and no hand, regular? Because she doesn't put her hand up to her face, right? Until she has the ability, the gem, in the middle of her face, basically. Like that's when she starts raising her hand. But let me tell you something very interesting. This enemy, I was gonna save this for later, but this enemy, since I'm here right now and I don't gotta come back to this trailer, man. This enemy right here was Metroid, I feel. Look the scan, look at the picture. Don't it look like something was in its belly? Just like what you're gonna see later with later enemies in the actual where it's at. Where it's at. Where's the boss? Where is the boss? Is that far ahead? Nah, I must. Oh yeah, right here. Look at the belly. It looks green like a Metroid. No different from when you see Metroids evolve and evolve and evolve. If you play like Samus Returns and stuff like that. So that's what I think basically happens to this first scannee right here. I think he was done dirty. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And yeah, so going back, you can see the temple here, the shapes. It's the end of the bridge, which you see that bridge later. We never get to. I feel like we do get to a section somewhere in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken, where you see these two, I guess, places. Let's call them places. Let's say that's a little building and that's a big building, basically, right? This is a apartment complex and that's a skyscraper behind it. I think there's a section where we're in front of the apartment complex, but we never get next to the skyscraper. I feel within any of these trailers, and maybe we don't until the late game. Maybe that's the thing that gives you, I could see a beam coming out of that up into the air, and that warps you to the end game, situation. Or this could be inside of it because that also looks like an entrance. You see this right here. You can see this looks like, if you look at the background, it looks like let's just call it the apartment complex. Like I said, this is not the skyscraper. This looks like the one in front, but also it doesn't look like the same place. This isn't the bridge. So there's multiple of these, and these are clearly ways for you to access other places, whether it's on this planet or others. That's to be determined still, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be others so that we get a lot of level variety, and theme variety, and it's not just all beautiful, lush grasslands like this area. Not saying that they can't have a Torvis bog area where it's like very, swampy, but you want your Forsaken Fortresses, your Skytown Elysiums. You need that. If you don't, your game ain't gonna review well. You can't just give us one area after 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? This has to be a sequel to 1, 2, and 3, and it looks like that. It definitely does. So yeah, if you look at the door right here, going back to this, the door there even looks like it has the tear on it. So Samus clearly can open these things that if Federation Force, members came here, they couldn't really access anything. So they were just putting themselves in a position where they had the creatures from this planet basically attacking them, and they had nowhere to run, nowhere to go because they couldn't get deeper into this place. So clearly Samus has, when she scans, you can see it's what is it? I don't know. I guess you could say 3. I don't think it's 6. I think they just put it on your left and right side so that you know. But you see the purple light. Clearly, that's her ability. But I think that's more for when she's like using it to control her, her trajectory of her beams and stuff like that. And I think you will be able to speed that up, slow it down, which is gonna be cool. I love the weapon pulsating here. See Samus with the purple. Samus model never looks so good. Like, let's be honest here. Have you ever seen the same? This, by the way, this might be the prettiest shot of the whole trailer. This room right here. Even the way the whole thing animates and just destroys is amazing. But yeah, like Samus character model, the best it's ever been in the entire series. Honestly, it's better even than the promo arts. It's better. She looks better in the game than in that promo art that you see right there on the side. Like, and that's awesome to be able to say. Then you get these characters and their green mouth, right? And you see the ribs green and everything. Clearly, they're not like Metroid up. They're not corrupted by the Metroid. I mean, I won't say they're not corrupted by something that's phase on like, and maybe the color is green now, but clearly the Metroids are the light green, and when they're inside of an enemy, it looks like a brain. So that's how you can tell. So yeah, this feels like her getting an upgrade from inside of those, you know, one of those building like structures here on this planet. She gets her upgrade, and then here she's using her ability, pulls from here, throws it to there. We've seen stuff like this in different games and Zelda games and stuff like that. God of War games did things like this. So yeah, you could control the trajectory. I don't think it'll be this slow. I think for us, who want to speed it up, we'll be able to go faster, use motion controls to move it around, maybe use the mouse style controls of the Joy-Con on Switch 2. That right there, doesn't that look like she's changing time more than anything? Like this is a clock and not a door to open. And depending where you stop might take you to a different time period. That'll be an easy way to bring back Phase On, actually bring back Metroid Prime. So yeah, if you look there, this is super interesting. So like I said, this character looks like, to me, like, yeah, it's not alive anymore, but it doesn't also look like a ghost 100%. It looks almost like stored information in these little brains, because the brain looks like it's there, organically really there. And everything around it seems like to put this presentation on for whoever would be the chosen one to explain the task or whatever. And it's weird because when Samus, if you look at her visor, which you never see Samus Aran in these games at all, her actual, face, right? You only see her in her power suit like this. And when you do see her visor, it's always purple. But here, if you look closely, it looks like she just sees a brain. It doesn't look like she sees it. There's not a reflection of that character. It's just the brain, which is crazy, but also leads me to believe that that brain is really there. And, it popped out of maybe that egg that's right next to it, right? Because it looks like when she comes in here like that, like there's almost like it's a cocoon, like almost like a shrine, like in Zelda, and that character is in there. Yeah, it looks open now. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that brain is maybe there just almost like a hard drive memory. That's, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. You get another one of the, these different looking doors. Again, that right there, who knows what you're doing there. A lot of this stuff, when you're moving stuff so slowly across, it just feels like you're either actually moving a machine somewhere. Like, watch. This right here. You're either moving a machine somewhere to order to gain you access, or you're literally manipulating time. So that when you go through a portal, you're going at a different, you're gonna arrive at a different time period, a different place, something like that. This boss right here gives a lot of vibes of the Prime One boss. Obviously, it's just smaller, not as big. You don't got to put the sunlight on it and stuff like that in order to make the tentacles go away. But yeah, there's clearly a lot here, and it feels like they're definitely cutting these trailers to not give nothing away. This is trailer one, right? This trailer one, we give you the intro, and then we come right to trailer two, and we continue where we left off. Now, I feel whatever we get on April 2nd is going to be a really real trailer. Let's just say that. A truly cut trailer of a whole slice of the game. I'm not saying they're going to reveal everything, every power up, every suit and stuff, but it'll be shots from different areas, all over. Far more than this. More story beats, cinematics and stuff like that, even more than this. So that the game, one, shows better if you see in the visual bump from this version to the Switch 2 version, but also it just shows better in general. Like, this is, now you're seeing the game, we're not being super secret, other than being secretive about the actual, not spoiling the game before you get the game, but we're not being super secretive about Switch 2 and about not revealing certain things. Like, some people have given up hope on combat, right? And I watched this a bunch, and I'm like, yeah, there's not, There's not a lot of combat in this trailer, and all the combat you see is just pium 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 pium, which is regular Samus combat, right, from Prime One. Obviously, this is the most interesting thing we see here because this could be, tied into puzzles and things like that. Because this ability exists, they can make enemies go all over the place. Because, I mean, they can put enemies in nooks and crannies, and then you got to control through the nook and cranny with your psychic abilities and the beam, and then hit that enemy or hit a trigger in order to open something or make a bridge come down, whatever the case may be, which is awesome. That ability is going to do some cool stuff. But I think there's a little hint that there might be more to combat than meets the eye. And I don't remember where the section is in this trailer. I watched the trailer 1,000 times, still don't got the order of it. But yeah, let me see. All right, right here. Not right here exactly, but right here. Look at the step back. Wait, no, it wasn't there. Am I wrong? What was it? Maybe it was here. Yeah, right there. I don't remember. Yeah, you could jump backwards, but that looks like a dash. Pew. You see that? That was a dash. Dash back so she ain't get whipped. That's a dash back right there, and then she released the shot. And if I'm not mistaken, and I just played through Prime 3, I literally started up Prime 1 again, on the Switch the other day. And yeah, there was none of that. So this clearly looks like there's going to be a little bit more, freedom in your movement. And again, the left hand is doing a lot of stuff. So there's nothing to say that you won't be able to use your psychic abilities to blast enemies away, to stop enemies in the air, charge your beam, and then shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, you're upgrading your abilities. So there's nothing to say also that she doesn't have a melee hit where she could use her cannon or use that, left hand to throw a left hook when enemies are close to you. I wouldn't give up hope just yet on melee or anything like a glory kill just yet. What I say, chances are of that happening are higher than not happening. No, I wouldn't say that, but I would also say don't give up hope just yet. I think when it comes to the action mechanics in it, I think they again are keeping things very close to the chest. We don't know, and we don't know for a reason. That's what I feel. But yeah, this looks amazing, incredible. The trailer, the first time I watched it, felt way longer than it does now. Now when I watch it, it's like, yo, they gave us nothing. They gave us nothing. But every time, because, you're getting information that first time you watch, it's like that instant, hit of just hype. It feels super long, and then you watch it back, and it's like, yeah, it's super short. You know what I'm saying? But just for fun, why not? Let's go through the trailers as just a movie real quick. Let's go through all of them. And for this too, you know what? I'll put the volume up a bit for this too. Let's really enjoy this right here. Let's just watch it. You know what I'm saying? To experience this. And then and knowing everything that I said, everything that I believe to be the case, and I'll just go through it again just to see if I spot anything else. That red and black suit is amazing, but this suit, oh my god, they made it look so good. So yeah, Samus arrives. Oh yeah, you see, you got your missiles here. You got different. Well, I guess just you can switch to your missiles. You don't have anything else. But you lose that when you get to Vura. So clearly, she loses her abilities like in the other games. We're pushing. We get some more cool action, which we also get in trailer 2. There you go. The space pirates planting the explosive. Boom. They get into the room, chasing the scientists. More space pirates, trying to slow Samus down. More than likely from getting to the artifact. You see Federation soldiers also helping you. You see them shooting at the pirates. Now more pirates come in. Metroid's in here. Like I said, the Metroid's going to break in from the top and corrupt something. Samus probably going to have a fight right there. And it's not against Silence. And then she's going to be forced to this planet as the chosen one. And she is the chosen one literally because she was chosen by the artifact. And she was given the abilities that haven't probably been, bestowed upon anyone since that original race was here and, living it up on this planet before everything went down that caused it to become what it currently is. That's just a theory, though. That's just a theory. So now we continue with our adventure. Samus is on the planet. We get to see the lush environments. Look, those are ship pieces there, like failed attempts, I feel, by the Federation. And who knows, even pirates probably, because clearly they know about this thing. And that bridge, so gorgeous. Clearly those purple flowers look like you could destroy them for some ammunition, for some health. You know how you do in Metroid. It's like breaking goddamn jars in Zelda. So here we are, giant tree.
Unknown planet Vuros.
Planet Vuros.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal
And
tree.
what a name, Vura. I mean, look at the view. You see the bridge back there. So clearly this is far away from over there.
And escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to. Samus must scan
Artifacts, your
figures
important
and
scans.
other
That probably
relics to
unlocks the
carve a
door
path
for you, you
forward.
know. Scans this. Oh yeah, this I could destroy. Look at the animation. Boom. Beautiful. The glowy door right there on the tree.
Abhorrent
And the
alien
enemies
creatures
arrive.
living in the jungle are
There
waiting
probably
to
used to be
strike.
good guys. Maybe there still are some good ones, you know? You never know. Look what happened in Dread, right? That was awesome. It's funny because I feel a lot of vibes of Dread in this game in a weird way, but then Dread felt like Prime, so it's just Metroid, and it's good to see that the series has this
As she
one
explores the
cohesive
planet,
feel to it now.
Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms. And
You telling me you don't think y'all gonna use that to fight? For abilities
They
to push
also
enemies
allow her
away,
to
pull
control the
enemies and all that?
trajectory of her
I think so. I don't think it's only gonna be
beams
if you could control the damn the beam that you shoot out. It already left Samus's cannon body and she's controlling it and manipulating it. You think she's not gonna be able to manipulate actual enemies? Maybe not right at the beginning, but I think an upgrade definitely is gonna come where you're gonna have psychic abilities and you're gonna be blasting things, pulling maybe vines to you in order for you to jump, you know, and then grab onto that and swing to the other side, something like that. You know what you used to do with your grapple beam, something more organic,
what
basically.
will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
So beautiful, man. Such a good looking game. Easily, you gotta admit it. That's easy. Even if it's not your favorite looking game on the Switch, you gotta admit it's top 5, top 3 easily. To me, I think it's the best looking game on the Switch, and that just might be due to the fact of how it was developed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably part of the reason. Listen, I could watch this all day. I literally been watching this all day. Other than this and Cosmic Invasion, the Marvel game, I think those are the 2 games I've watched the most. The 2 trailers. I can't wait for both those. Like those 2 games were amazing to see in that direct yesterday. But the other game that I got to give a shout out to is the Old Man game. The Old Man that looked like a 2D animated movie. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. By the way, I didn't see this, so I can't speak on it. I just saw that I saw it mentioned that Mercury Steam revealed their brand new game. So I'm like, cool. Not cool because I'm excited for what it is. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see it, but I'm like, cool. They could be done with that, and hopefully, you know, now all full steam ahead on Metroid Dread. Knowing them, they probably have multiple teams though, but yeah, you know, full steam ahead on the Metroid Dread sequel. We need that. We need that. I don't want to wait for 2D Metroid to be too long after Prime 4 Beyond, and I don't want Prime 5 to be, you know, far behind this one. Like I said it yesterday during the live stream. Like I don't want DLC for this game at all. And trust me, I do. If they give it, you know I want it, and I'm gonna get it. But I don't want it if it's like, yo, just push towards 5. Just make 5 as soon as possible. You know what I mean? I'd rather that instead of focusing on this one game. Unless it's something where they be like, nah, 5 will take the whole generation. We just gonna DLC for this. You know, every year you'll be having fun adventures with Samus, and we'll give her new abilities and things like that for specific DLC abilities. So it's not like, oh, you're using the same abilities from Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Like, no, throughout the generation, Samus is going on new adventures. It's just all through Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I guess, purchase, because it's DLC, through that. But yeah, something like that could work too. That'll be great. Look, this game, I can't say it sets itself up perfectly for DLC, but when you're dealing with space, time, and all this stuff, oh yeah, you could do anything. Because you can say, you know what, this DLC is just going to be, well, she's got pulled to this time in space, and it takes place there. It has nothing to do with nothing. It doesn't ruin any timeline, story, nothing. And that's another thing with them going this route. Like, they can easily, if they're doing time, they can easily take Samus out of, they could split the timeline if they want to say this Samus now is, different from the Dread one. I don't really want them to do that, but they can definitely do something where it's like, all right, this game now, by the time this game ends, now it takes place in between Metroid 7 and 8. And you're like, damn, so now it's even further than the next 2D entry. And it's like, well, cool. Because before it was sitting in between 1 and 2, right? Or 2 and 3. 2 and 3, I want to say, right? 2 and Super. But anyway, I don't remember right now. That's crazy. But anyway, anyway, like, you could just put this somewhere in the future and be like, yeah, Samus just jumped ahead. So now the future Prime games are going to take place after the 2D games, so that could be interesting, something like that. Like this, I look at this and I say the possibilities are endless. They got so many options, so many choices. It's amazing. It's awesome. And honestly, there's not much more that needs to be said other than this. We might get more in literally 4 days, which is great. And it's not only that, it's like there's going to be more, just more and more Nintendo games, finally seeing the hardware, seeing what the C button does, seeing a lot, seeing, the enhancements to games like this to our previous purchases on Nintendo Switch. I'm excited, man. I'm super excited. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm going to wrap this analysis up. If you found anything, if you think I'm wrong on anything, let me know, because I don't think I'm right. I don't even want to be right. I want to be wrong on all of it so that I'm surprised when I get the game. I'm like, oh, I thought it was going to be this, but no, it's that instead, so yeah, let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to just keep going back to this red suit real quick as I sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who supports on Patreon. And yeah, look forward to my live stream next week. And then after the live stream, I'm going to be doing a Patreon exclusive after show, which will appear on YouTube at a later date and stuff like that. But yeah, stay tuned next week. It's going to be super fun. A lot going on. A lot going on, man. That shot right there. Oof. That's the money shot. That's literally, like, this shot right here. That's, you got to understand, as a Metroid fan, and I know y'all listening, y'all going to be like, yo, Red, I know exactly what you feel, bro. You don't even got to say nothing. But I'm going to say it. That's like the cover art of Metroid Hunters and stuff like that. Like, and it's the game. Real time. That's awesome. And I know we're all looking forward to, a better looking version on Switch 2. I want that just as much as you know that. No matter what, this game, most of us, we playing it on Switch 2 anyway, But even if this was just it, even if this was the best it got for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, God damn it is good. God damn it is good. Listen, I'm more than satisfied playing this version of the game. And I'll be happy, it could be my game of the year and all of that, because it's probably going to be that anyway. We'll see. Again, a lot of games are going to be revealed on April 2nd, a lot. Mario and Donkey Kong going to have their adventure. Listen, let me believe. All right, but anyway, it's just crazy that we're here with a character model of Samus that looks like this. The game looks amazing. The wait's been insane. 2007, y'all. August 2007 was the last time we booted up a brand new Metroid Prime game that wasn't a spin-off Metroid Prime Federation Force. I ain't forget you. But a Metroid Prime mainline entry, 2007. Almost 20 years ago. So understand, like, I'm so happy that this game exists. I'm so happy that Retro did the damn thing. It's hilarious that I said it when they announced it. I said, yo, I really don't believe anyone else can make a Prime game. It has to be Retro Studios. Some people thought, nah, don't worry. I'm like, nah, I'm worried. Game got delayed, but man, was it worth it? Because what they brought now was worth it. It was worth the wait. Just like Breath of the Wild was worth the wait throughout the whole Wii U generation. This game was worth the wait throughout the whole Switch generation. Now, what I hope is that we don't see something, right, on April 2nd, that we got to wait the whole generation to play, that ends up becoming something that's a cross-generation game, like Breath of the Wild, like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Hopefully that doesn't happen this generation. But if it does, oh well, because, well, when it happened with Beyond, from the looks of it, it looks great. And when it happened with Breath of the Wild, that factually turned out great. It made the series bigger than it ever was. I can only hope that happens for this game. I got a bunch of videos, expressing my worries. Is the number 4 gonna hurt new players from wanting to jump in? Nintendo didn't make, 1, 2, and 3 easily accessible yet. Again, April 2nd's right around the corner. We don't know what they're doing with Switch Online. Once that shit got GameCube support, then it's like, oh, yeah, if you got GameCube support, what's 2 GameCubes duct take together? A Wii. So then we could get Prime 2 and 3. Do that. And then make sure you have Punch Out there, also, so that people can see just how good Next Level Games is. And, we could get another one of those, because that game was a masterpiece. Yes, better than Mike Tyson Punch Out. I said it. But I've been said it since I played it the first day. I was like, well, they did it. Masterpiece. And I hope that this turns out to be the same thing. A masterpiece. Something that I could say, yo, they did it. They did it. Incredible. But yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Until the next one. Peace.